Here on Madison HD Sportsnet, presented by the JMU Alumni Association. I'm joined by Lacrosse head coach Shelley Klaes-Bawcombe. Coach, you go to Loyola, you come home with the victory. Your thoughts on the game?
Oh, wow. I mean, it was just so exciting to see our team persevere so many different times in that game. Really just shows me what a mission they're on and what they're willing to do to get it. You know, I think we were down by 3 goals twice, once in the first half 5-2, and then we had an opportunity to tie it going into the halftime, and then obviously at the end of the game 8-5, and we were able to tie it 8-8. I'm just really pleased with their ability to make adjustments within a game. We switched up the defenses a couple of different times. Their ability to keep their head and stay focused on the small tasks within those big plans. Our consistency on the draw. Loyola is known to be a strong draw team. They've got very skilled players in that area, and I thought that our strength and our quickness really showed through. Brooks Lawler's strength, Casey Starkloff's strength, and then the quickness of Steph Finley and Taylor Gress, and then obviously the strength of Morgan Hart as well to be able to combat their self-draw prospects on the other side. So, I thought that the draw was a huge factor in winning that game, and then just the resilience on attack to continue shooting. I thought that their goalie, Molly, played really strong. She was seeing the ball really well. She challenges shooters by limiting shooting angles by being really high on her crease, and I thought that our team showed great poise and composure to continue shooting, even though they weren't finding the back of the net on some pretty high percentage chances. So I was really happy with our resilience, our ability to stick together as a team, and then so many different individuals stepped up. We'll talk about some of them today, but I did have to mention Allie Kerwin. I thought that she was fantastic for us. She's somebody who likes to stay behind the scenes. She's very much a team player. She's a very cerebral player, and she just really put so much energy into the game and came up with some huge calls, turnovers in our ride, some really big assists and goals to help us come back in the second half and ultimately get that lead. So really, really proud of a lot of different people on the team, but in the end, it was the team effort that really put us ahead on Saturday night.
So many storylines from that game that you could really key in on, between the 2 3-goal deficits, Steph Finley's goal with 2.8 seconds left in the game, Allie Kerwin, 3 goals, 2 assists, really leading the charge when she's normally, as you said, more behind the scenes. The one person from this week that won awards was Schylar Healy, the one we have not mentioned yet. Yeah. She's been a rock all season. Yeah. It's almost like it's her time, and it's deserved, well deserved, not from this past week, but for the season.
Yeah, I mean she's just on point right now. She's in the zone, and she's really seeing that ball well. She's worked so hard on her positioning this year. She's always been a fantastic athlete, but discipline has been the one thing that has kept her from feeling confident in any particular game up until this year. And so she put a lot of time and energy into the off-season working on her positioning so that come game day she can just be an athlete and just play. And having confidence that, even if she's not in the right spot, she's athletic enough, quick enough to be able to cover that cage. And, I'm really happy for her because it takes a lot to get to the place that she is right now. And, she just came up huge mentally in some key moments in Loyola. Some fast break opportunities, some 8-meter opportunities late in the game. And she just stuffed their shooters, and the great thing for us is that, she was making saves high and low. Really didn't have a weakness in that game against Loyola, and it's a credit to our shooters every day that prepare her going into that game. But she is just she's a survivor. We've said that all along. And, she is going to be able to put this team on her shoulders if need be and win the game for us. So I was really pleased the CAA gave her that honor because I thought it was deserving even before this week. But the fact that she was able to do it under pressure, on the road, against a very strong team in Loyola just shows how strong she is in the cage.
During that game, Loyola was 14th in the country. With the win, you guys jumped all over the place in national polls. Mm-hmm. IWLCA, you're now 15th in the country. Bryan Media Poll, you're 17th in the mid-major poll. You topped the list. Mm-hmm. The progression this season, how much higher can this go?
Well, I think that's all dependent on the girls. I think we learned the hard way last year. We had a couple of really big early season wins, and then we just didn't handle our mentality or our ego well in the weeks leading in. So to me, this week is probably the most important week in our program right now to see what kind of resolve we have, what kind of fight we have now that we have caught some people's eye. I always try to remind my team that rankings are just opinions. It's great that people have a strong opinion of our program, but more than anything, what matters is what we think about our program and what our goals are. It just puts a target on your back. You hear Coach Brooks talk about it all the time with the women's basketball program. Our program does know how to handle the target. And, all that mental toughness that we worked on all year long, coming off of the loss in the championship game last year, is for these kinds of moments. And I'm excited for our team to show that we've learned some lessons, that we're not going to value any one team more than the other. That number, that ranking really doesn't dictate the level that team can play, because people will raise their level to play JMU. That's what we do to people. We get under people's grill. We motivate people to play with the energy that we play with, and everyone wants to beat us. So we are proud of the fact that people are starting to recognize the talent that's on our roster and our ability to put 2 and 2 together on game day. But ultimately, a ranking doesn't define where we're trying to go with this season. So I'm excited for our team to show some persistence here and some relentlessness and make up for mistakes made in years past.
An interesting game this week. It's a game sandwiched between two ranked opponents, in-state rivalry. You go to Richmond on Friday. Mm-hmm. You mentioned how important this week was. How important is this game? Oh,
it's the most important game. It's the only game that matters right now. I was meeting with my captains before I came here. The beautiful thing with this group right now is that, they're not even thinking about Friday. They're thinking about today. I asked them, what do you think about Friday? And they're like, Coach, we haven't even considered it. Today is about practice today and what we're going to get out of it. And that is a testament to them, and the mission that we have this year about taking it one step at a time and never really thinking too far down the road. So I'm excited to see our team stay hard, stay hungry. And stick it to the Spiders. That's a team that has gotten better and better under their new coach, and they're a more poised team, a more skilled team. They're a more talented team, and we have to be hungry. They've proven in the last couple of years that if we don't play to our ability, they'll compete with us. So it's on us to focus on JMU and give Richmond the best JMU team that can come at them on Friday.
Winners of 4 in a row, JMU goes to the state's capital, Richmond, on Friday evening to take on the Spiders. Next week, it's a bout with Penn State up in Pennsylvania. Coach, best of luck. We're looking forward to it.
Thank you.